All right, welcome in everybody. So yesterday, William and I spent some time out at Four Roses for the Father's Day release 2025 bottle. It was a madhouse out there. It was crazy. Thousands of people showed up. Cheers to Four Roses for letting everybody grab a few bottles, but it was a little chaotic.
Yeah, many thanks to you guys.
Hey, last year's release was one of my favorite Four Roses products that they put out, was the Father's Day release, so excited to dive in here. This one we've got is 118 proof, OBSF, 15-year. Let's just dive in on it. What we got? Man, I get that typical creamy thing going on for me.
Very creamy. That tastes like some marshmallow on the front.
The big thing that jumped to me on the nose earlier and right now again is like orange zest, orange marmalade. I get a little cherry on the back end.
I was getting a little of that expressed orange like we talked about before.
It smells so damn good. On the palate, it goes from like orangey, cherry to vanilla cream soda.
Cream.
Yeah. Like root beer float kind of.
Yeah, 100% the root beer float, and get like that vanilla ice cream floating around.
It's like, I get a lot of barrel on the back end though. A lot of oak tobacco.
Yeah, the spices of the barrel really do hang out late. That's where I'm catching. I can get way tobacco-y with that, like hookah tobacco, that sweetened, artificially tobacco.
Baking spice almost though.
Yeah, see, I have no spiciness at all. I'm just getting cream, bit of mint, expressed orange. Like that orange oil, kind of expressed orange.
That I do taste.
Yeah, the orange just keeps
orange,
coming and like blossoming to me. And it's funny with the OBSF recipe, normally I find a lot of like
Full-bodied.
I find a lot of floral notes. Yeah, what did they say it was? Mint, fruity, spicy,
full body.
That's the Four Roses definition of an OBSF. I think we're picking up a lot of those notes, but to me, normally I catch a lot of floral notes on an OBSF, and I don't really find that here.
What's the age statement on this, if we know?
It's 15.
15.
Yeah,
And that's why the chaos.
Yeah,
That explains the chaos.
Yeah, I had to walk a mile, damn it.
Oh, uphill both ways.
Uphill, it was uphill, but actually Danielle went back and got the car. But
I couldn't stand there waiting when they cut the line off for like another hour and a half and just standing there. I was about to die. So I walked and got the car and was able to move it into the parking lot finally.
Yeah, I got there at 4:30 in the morning, and they weren't letting anyone pull into the parking lot. And so we just got in line in the road across the street into the ditch. Like literally, we were the 30th car in the ditch on the side of the road, took a 2-hour nap, and then walked over. And at 7 o'clock, the police are like, all right, come in, everybody be orderly. But it was like people running from all directions. It was like, if the police weren't there, it was about to be a brawl, I think. We went from 30th in line to 110th real quick, I'll tell you what.
So while you guys were sacrificing your bodies to get us this bourbon for our review today, I was sacrificing my body in a slightly different way.
That's right.
I decided to enter a hot wing eating contest, so that's what I was doing instead of getting bourbon. So that was a whole bunch of
You
fun.
didn't just enter.
I won.
I won. You won.
I won.
That's right.
belt to
man.
prove it.
I've got the belt to prove it. They're engraving my name on it right now. I'll bring it in for our next episode.
Got the Spice King over here. Let's go.
So that's why you can't taste the spice.
That's why I can't taste the spices. My
He's still-
taste buds have just been singed off. That's
He's literally still just tasting his toothpaste. That's why it tastes like this.
that was the last thing with a strong enough flavor I've been able to put in my mouth that I was able to taste.
Yep. I do like this. I don't know if I think it's as good as last year's Father's Day release.
I would agree with that, but I also think that comes with an asterisk of last year's Father's Day release is really high up there on the best bourbons. Like, I mean,
Some of the highest proofs they've ever released.
it really might have been like a top 25 bourbon I've ever tried last year. So
Good.
that's some big shoes to fill.
And I mean, let's be clear, this is good.
This
It
is
is.
really
It's
good.
good.
And also, to its credit, I just opened this bottle this morning.
Yep.
And so neck pour.
We already drank half of it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
here we are.
It's just disappearing.
I like bourbon. You like bourbon. Here we are.
We all like bourbon.
Well, I think that's all I've got on
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
one.
that's
I
all
mean,
I've got.
It's good.
Happy
Go get you
Father's
one.
Day to everybody out there.
Yeah.
And,
I'll wish everyone a happy Australian Father's Day, which doesn't happen until September.
really?
Yeah. I'll just get a pre one in there and then I'll tell my dad to watch this now.
So if you've been watching and following and you've been sending in samples, thank you so much. But this is how this works on Sample Roulette. Y'all been sending us some samples in. If you can just send them to our P.O. box here. We would love to try whatever you want us to try. And we don't want to know what they are. We're going to drink them blind. They're going to be some of your favorite pours, some of your least favorite pours, something you found interesting. Just something that might throw us for a loop. So that's what's on the wheel. We don't know what they are. Danielle behind the camera knows what they are. Shane behind the camera knows what they are.
We get to make fools of ourselves trying to figure it out.
So
Literally every person who sent me samples has tried to tell me what they are.
Yeah, so just put an envelope in the box or something sealed, and I will get it, and I won't show the boys.
yeah, so just send it in as blind to us as possible. Danielle's the one who's going to receive it. She's going to know what it is, categorize it, put it in our shoebox, and it's going to end up here 1 through 10.
All right, Dan's turn to spin the wheel. Let's go. Oh, it's a number two. I could just pound this.
For retail,
just to be clear.
I mean,
just like
for retail, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, and that was the other shout out to Four Roses. Thank you for letting everybody who went and waited in that line buy 2.
Yeah, and
That was a
for the same
pleasant
price as the
surprise.
other barrel selects, like $99. Like,
Yeah, it was 105 out the door bottle.
might have been part of the reason for the pandemonium.
yeah.
Because I didn't know when we got in line that we were able to get 2.
All right.
Let's see what we got. Color looks similar to what we were just drinking.
What is this? I reckon.
Trying to get the toothpaste out of my mouth.
This is from a frequent sampler. We've done a few from him.
So from Ryan.
Oh wow, this sounds.
Sounds.
This sounds.
It literally sounds.
This one sounds like the ocean.
Wow, it does sound like a conch shell.
Crazy.
It's like the ocean.
It genuinely does.
does.
I just
What is
discovered
that?
that the first time in my life. That genuinely sounds like the ocean. Oh my
That's
goodness.
strange.
How am I 41 years old and just figuring this out now?
This one smells very similar to what we were just drinking to me, actually.
I don't know.
Oh no, there's a lot more dark fruit notes on that.
I get like dark fruit too, and like a little medicinal.
I don't know. The first thing that jumped to me was orange. I think that's why
I get orange.
orange vanilla. I do get now. It's like figgy date.
Ooh,
What is that?
vanilla, fig, dates. That. Oh yeah,
I get vanilla. I don't get fig.
like vanilla bean too.
Yeah,
There
I
was
do get some
something
vanilla,
different
a lot
on
of
the
vanilla.
very front palate right when it hit me. I got to go back to that. And it was a note that sometimes when I'm drinking blind whiskey, I call this, and I don't know, everyone knows what I'm talking about. I call it a vinyl note. And what I mean by vinyl is like a vinyl record. Like I picked that note up right off the rip of this.
Got that scratchiness.
And now I smell it. I didn't smell it before. Like I'm flipping through records.
Old ones or new
like
ones?
the dusty cover smell, like vinyl
Old
records.
Grateful Dead record.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't get ass.
It smells like Europe 72.
It smells like a new pair of shoes to me.
Okay. I could get like leathery-ish.
I mean like a new pair of sneakers, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like that actual, like specific, open the
Yeah,
box,
yeah.
get a brand new pair of sneakers out, like that
Rubbery,
almost
vinyl-y.
rubbery vinyl smell. Yeah.
Let's go with that.
If I'd take proof guess, I think we're sitting around 105, 110. I mean, I don't know whether
Feel
it really reaches much beyond that because I'm not getting any particular sort of ethanol notes out of it at all.
I'm gonna say 112.
Yeah, I'm
112.6?
right around.
112.7.
I'm between 108, 115 for sure.
I don't know what I think it is though.
You're getting malty?
A little maltiness to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was not getting malty.
I am a little bit.
I think it's
to
got
me
a
is
higher
straight
bar. I
bourbon.
think it has a little bit of a higher barley content to me than
Could be.
malt. It's definitely not.
It's giving me that malt.
not a rye.
wheat- It's giving me that malt wheat.
It's
vibe.
not a rye. We're in not a rye
right.
territory.
It'll be
Final
rye.
guess. What do we got?
Of course.
Anybody want to throw a dart?
Some sort of wheat or malt.
Yeah, wheat.
I'm going to go with malt. Like,
I taste
just-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tasting a little bit of that malt, like malted candy, malted, that little bit of that kind of note to it.
Whoppers.
So, Whoppers.
Whoppers.
God, how much do I love Whoppers?
I really don't know. If I had to guess, I'm going to go a low proof Old Forester single barrel, and I'm going to be wrong.
I would not think that's crazy.
I might think that's crazy.
That's,
Ready?
What do we got?
Ready?
Oh, I've never had that. Sam
Okay.
Houston 14 year.
98.
2006, and it's 98 proof.
Proof.
Do we know what this is? Like juice wise?
Is it them?
I don't have a mash bill.
I don't think so.
I think
They sourced, isn't it
I
Barton?
think it's either Barton or MGP.
I think it's Barton.
It doesn't read Barton.
No, not to me either.
Yeah, so that's untypical.
Or MGP.
like
But
the-
when you add water to things,
Yeah.
they get a little convoluted. I do think it has a ton of flavor for 98 proof. The proof
I'll
had me
agree with
stumped. And it wasn't drinking hot at all, but the
I
proof
was
got me
drinking
a little bit
incredibly
because of the
smooth. to me.
flavor.
Again, I'm not entirely sure whether I've just burned my taste buds out, but that's smooth as hell to me.
I like it.
It is smooth.
Well, you did well for having no taste buds, my friend.
Right.
Thanks for lifting the belt for everyone.
Yeah.
Spice King over here. We'll see you next time. Stay classy, bourbon drinkers.